at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it, and I can't wait to see what...
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Will Parks, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now Lawrence on first down. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Touchdown Jaguars! Travis Etienne on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Danny Amendola on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Out to his left. He'll complete this one to Collins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Watson. On a slant, here's Collins. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. After the interception, here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. That's something the coach told us all the time. A lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Gostkowski the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Smith to return it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Right there, and I think that's the lucky one, y'all.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. And Sharp calls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Robinson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Luke Farrell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there that time, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
He'll buy some time right. He's got Akins, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back to throw, Watson. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Again, it's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Antonio Callaway, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Lawrence going to keep it again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dan Arnold, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Smith to return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And for Deshaun Watson, who came into the league back in 2017 out of Clemson and has been a starter since his rookie year, he just went past 20,000 passing yards. That's a pretty good number in a pretty short amount of time. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Steps away. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that last throw, folks, one to remember. That moves him past Peyton Manning's mark of 5,477 yards thrown for in 2012. So this is the all-time record now for yards passing in a single season.
Cue the confetti, right? And knowing him, you know he'll pass the credit along to his receivers, his offensive line, his coaching staff. But let's face it, we have to acknowledge what a season he's had, and that can't be denied. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Who that? He's checking.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jags are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Smith to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Escaping the pressure right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Texans. Antonio Callaway with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Texans get a bit closer. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they'll begin by running the option. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Etienne with it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3.